Every December, YouTube gets flooded with videos about vision boarding, how to create your best self for the new year, and new year, new me content. And it can be overwhelming. And I promise you, this is going to be a straightforward video on how to create a vision board that actually works. Actually, I would like to call it an action board instead. I created my first vision board in 2024. And at that point in my life was very chaotic. I didn't have any direction. Life was really, really hard for me. I look like a completely different person from the person that created my first vision board. I would say that creating my first vision board taught me that I am a visual learner and I need visual reminders of my goals and things I want to achieve in life. It gave me direction. So let's get into creating a vision board that actually works. This is my very first vision board that I created. This is so cute. And I don't know if you've seen the background of my other videos. You will see current 2025 vision board on my door. Just looking back at this just makes me feel so nostalgic for the woman I was or the person I was when I created this vision board. Now let's get into how creating something like this can totally change your life. The first step is to set the mood. Now, because this is going to be an emotionally heavy experience, not to scare you off, it's just that you're going to be digging deep into yourself, trying to really connect with your wants and what you really want for your life to look like for the next year. I would say set a comfortable mood like I am right now, surrounded by my pillows and my blankets. I would say light up your candles, get your beverage, play a very soft, calming music. Just get yourself in that state of mind where you can get vulnerable and really dig deep into yourself and your wants for the next year. Now, after you set the mood, we're not creating the vision board yet. What you're going to do is to reflect, because you don't want a repeat of your previous year. You actually have to reflect to know what you want to change, what you want to achieve, what made you happy, is your community, what you want to achieve for next year, what will make your life fuller, what will make you happier, is it your fitness, is it your health? And this is where you start creating the sections of your vision board. This is where you start creating your wants and your goals. A reflection of your previous year helps you look into, and you can take your reflection an extra step, which is one thing that I'm also doing this year, is to do some shadow work. I've been reading a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, and that goes into the theme of the book is how your self-image and what you really believe about yourself really affects your behavior and how you succeed in life. And I've been really, really thinking about that. So I went into journal prompts that really, really gets into your self-image, what you really think of yourself. And this would help you shape your state of mind and where you really are at. And it gives you a good baseline of where to start from. It's a really, really important step you do not want to skip, which is why I say get comfortable, because you're about to get vulnerable and about to get very truthful with yourself. And I would say that was a less fun step, but very, 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 very needed to reflect on your past year. On to the next step, which is to categorize your life. You want to break your goals into sections. Now, when you're setting your goals, you obviously know that you have to be as specific as possible. You don't just set a vague goal like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds, or, oh, I want to move out next year, or I want to go back to school next year. You have to get really specific. I want to have this by this timeline. I want to have this by this day. I would preferably want to achieve this by this day. Now, this doesn't have to get strict. It just gives you something to look forward to. I categorize my vision boards into several categories: finance, health, career, schooling, lifestyle, fitness, style, appearances, vibe, morning routines, night routines. You can break down your vision board into so many sections, as many sections as you like, as many sections as you want, because you want to get as specific as possible. You want to essentially build up and create a life of what it would look like when you achieve your utmost desires. You want to break down each section as detailed as possible. What you would wear, what your style looks like, what your environment looks like, what your room looks like, what your apartment looks like, what you wear your hair like, what you do for your morning routine, what you do for your night routine. You just want to break all this section down into each sections. I am going to say something controversial. Only make them for 1 year, or as far as your mind could imagine. If you could only imagine something happening for in the next 3 months, only make a vision board for 3 months. If you can only imagine something, you getting to do something or achieving something in 6 months, only make a vision board for 6 months. Do not make a vision board for 5 years. That your mind doesn't conceive something that far off into the future. Now, you can have aspirations for your 5 years, for your 2 years goals, but do not make a vision board for them right now, because just what for me personally doesn't, my mind just can't see that far off into the future. So I only make it for a maximum of 1 year, and then break that 1 year into months, into quarters, into weeks. And we want to move on to the next step. This is where we do all the aesthetics. This is where we go on Pinterest and select your photos. Now, the thing to know before you select your photos is that you actually have to have an emotional connection to these photos that you're selecting, or the pictures you're selecting. This book that I'm reading, Psycho-Cybernetics, has really changed my brain chemistry and how I just see vision boarding in general. It essentially says, there's a quote in the book that says, your brain cannot tell the difference between your reality and something that you vividly imagine. So you really want to visualize these pictures. You want to visualize yourself in these poses. You want to visualize yourself taking these pictures. You want to really see yourself in the pictures that you're going to select and put on your board. This is also something I am very, very excited to put into my 2026 vision board. You want to pick pictures that truly, truly, truly move you. And also, I watched a podcast with Dr. Tara, which was very, very insightful. I'm going to put the podcast link in the description down below. Essentially, your vision board is just an action board that you want to action on. You don't just want to select a random picture of a stranger or something. Better yet, you could Photoshop yourself onto these pictures so it connects to your brain that you could achieve this goal. All in all, you just genuinely want to pick a picture that truly moves you and not just something cute. I mean, you can choose cute pictures, but you want to make sure that it really connects to you deeply, that when you see it, it triggers an emotion in you. So when you're looking at your vision board, you're really moved emotionally. Something goes to your brain because you're emotionally connected to the pictures. It really moves you, and it would move you to take action towards these goals and these pictures you've added to your board. So this is where, after you've selected all your pictures and now you're ready to put them together, only select pictures that truly move you, that connects to you deeply, that makes you excited to achieve a goal, and also, like I said, are pleasing to you. Something that you would look at and you would be happy and would, trigger your happy hormones, your oxytocin and your dopamine and your endorphins. That way your brain is activated to want to achieve these goals. After selecting your picture, here comes the fun part. You can either do this with physically printing out the pictures and gluing them to a board, or I do mine digitally. I do them on Canva and then print them out and also have a physical copy. I have a digital copy of my vision board and a physical copy. I just like having both. After making all the aesthetic photos and, combining all the aesthetic photos, and you're done making your aesthetic vision board, you want to make it sabotage proof. You want to put it somewhere you would see it every single day. I preferably like mine at my door, so I see it when I'm coming in every single day. When I'm on my bed, I look towards my door and I get to see it every single day. You can put yours in your bathroom so you can see it while brushing your teeth, and just in there is a little habit stacking. You get to see it while doing something else that you have to do every single day, or put it in your wardrobe where you have to get dressed every single day. Putting your vision board where you can see it every single day helps activate your brain system. It's sort of like your brain's internal autofocus. Makes you see, if you think about getting a red car, for instance, and then you start to see red cars everywhere. That's the same thing you want to mimic, putting your vision board somewhere you see it every single day. So it helps your brain focus on your goals and kind of helps you make it a reality, or seek ways that you can make your vision board become a reality. And that's it for my tips and tricks on how to make a vision board that actually works. If you've ever made a vision board before and you're like, this doesn't work, or you don't believe in vision boarding, I plead with you to try it again. I still have some goals that I've had from my very first vision board. For instance, one of the goals that I had on my very first vision board was to be very, very fit. And this was made in 2023. This was my 2024 vision board. And I actually just achieved that goal of being in the gym regularly this year. Your vision board is allowed to evolve. It is allowed to change. Visions and your goals are allowed to change and evolve over the years. And also you can carry your goals over into each year, which is why I said your vision board doesn't have to be more than a year, because your goals can change over the years. You can have something on your vision board that you no longer want to achieve, or you still want to carry into the next year, or you're still in the process of achieving. So do not let that one year confine you or make you feel pressured into achieving every single thing on your vision board. My vision of becoming my most fittest self is still ongoing. I'm still not at my goal, but that's okay. It gives me a direction. It essentially gives you a map on what you want to achieve. Vision boarding has changed my life. I went from being so much chaos and so much turmoil to being excited for the new year, looking forward to planning, looking forward to setting new goals. And in the year, it also gives me a sense of direction. My vision board serves like a compass for me. When I'm lost, when I'm frustrated in the middle of the year or during the year and I'm struggling, I get to look at my vision board and go take deep breaths and just see, what goal can I achieve right now? What can I work towards on my board? Do I still feel the same about these goals? Do I want to remove something? Do I want to add something? I can always add something. I can always remove something. And I look at it and I go, at the end of the year, would I be happy that I've achieved this goal? And that sort of just gives me a guidance on how to go about my year. And it makes me really proud when I look at the end of the year and I'm able to tick off things that I've achieved, and also see things that I've started to work on, or see things that I did not achieve and would like to achieve, or not interested and I want to remove it from my board. It just is such a transforming process for me, and I would recommend it to anyone. And when you create your goals and you're setting your goals for the future, you also have to be practical and know that you actually have to work towards these goals. It's essentially an action board. It's taking action towards the things you want to achieve. It serves as a constant reminder, and it can also be a compass for you when you get lost or you get frustrated, or life just happens, because life would happen. Your goals, there's no assurance that you achieve every single thing on your vision board, because life happens, and that's okay. So that's basically it for my tips and tricks on how to create a vision board that actually works. Leave a comment if this is your first time creating a vision board, and you can continue the discussion in the comments. And let me know your favorite tip that you got from this video on how to create your vision board. If you have any more questions, you can leave them down in the comment and I'll be sure to answer them. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.